Hey. Yeah, most of these leaves around the big pile came from your yard and my yard. And that's why I was saying we probably don't really need another dump load, you know.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do with what the county brought out here, huh?
Yeah. And
Grandpa, we're playing this one game.
okay.
Vito.
So it's not too hard, and I've got several wheelbarrows over there already. I thought that lower part, if we run out of leaves, that's got straw in the middle, and you got the plants growing up, which we provide mulch, you know.
Yeah, we can. If we run out, we can get some more probably somewhere.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Sure.
So.
Okay. Time to get to work now. Come
Okay.
on.
Yeah. So we got this dump truck load of leaves from the county. They came in, dropped this off, so we're gonna spread this out all over the garden. No, hey, you need to put that camera away, and then we need to get some wheelbarrows going, bud. But we're gonna be trucking it a wheelbarrow load at a time in different places and spreading it out. Try to get a nice cover going. So we'll get started here. We are in the midst of trying to clear this big pile of leaves that the county brought in with the dump truck. Let's zoom in on that again. So I got Bud digging a little bit. We got a couple wheelbarrows going. My dad was out here helping me. He's done a lot spreading leaves. But what we're doing right now is trying to get the northern side of the garden covered, and then we'll work to get this all spread around. I don't know if this is going to be enough leaves. I mean, this is quite a bit, but we may need some more. All right, bud. Anyway, we'll see how thick the cover is once we get all the leaves spread out. I'm guessing we're probably going to need a little more or something. We'll see how it goes. But set this up and we'll see what we can do. All right, so we'll get to it here. Shovel works okay, but ideally having a couple pitchforks to break through the leaves and get them torn apart. This pile's been compressed for a while, so it's starting to heat up. Anything that's about a 3x3 by 3 or 4x4 by 4, it's got enough mass that the leaves, whatever's in there, is going to start heating up and composting. So as we break this apart, you'll probably see some steam. You can smell kind of like the earthy leaf smell. So anyway, we'll get this broken apart. Alright, so we're working the pile down. It's been at least, golly, an hour, probably longer than that, an hour and a half we've been out here. It's been a little difficult because I don't have the older kids out here helping. They're at home getting the house cleaned up. But be careful with that pitchfork. So anyway, they're trying to do the best they can. Let's take this around so you can see. And again, we've got quite a bit of this spread out already. I don't know if you can see that. All the little piles that we wheelbarrowed over to the north side of the garden. Quite a bit of leaves already spread out in this area. But this pile is a good 5 foot tall still. Zoom back on. Maybe I'll go around the other side so you can see it. So a pretty big pile. It went from over here to about where this wheelbarrow is, and was about 5 foot tall, where they again dumped a dump truck load. If we had like a small tractor or something like that, it'd make this a lot easier. We could, you know, spread out, break this up pretty good. But this is okay. It's going to take us a while. We're not going to get this done all in one day. It's going to be probably a couple weekends, I would think. I mean, even tomorrow, I doubt we're going to get a whole lot done on it. You know, next week is Thanksgiving. Maybe that during that time, next weekend, we'll have some time. My brother's coming into town. We're going down to visit some family down in Evansville, Indiana, and should be pretty fun. But again, we're trying to get a cover on the garden. We want to do that so that as the snow and stuff comes, it's going to protect the soil, and then all these nutrients, trace minerals will filter down. Hopefully the microorganisms in the soil, they will. Earthworms, things like that will come up and begin eating on this stuff and take it down into the soil. And then in the spring, early spring, having this cover is going to keep the weeds at bay at least till probably May, I would think. There's not going to be a whole lot that breaks through if we get it thick enough. And then over the summer, this stuff will break down, basically just kind of melt away, and the carbon will be processed. It won't, not a lot of it will go in the ground, it will actually go into the air. So I don't know, we'll see how things go. A little bit of a chore though right now, getting it all spread out. This would be like a good service project or whatnot. We got a co-op that the kids are a part of. It'd be kind of neat to have everybody come out and help get these spread and broke down in exchange for maybe giving them some produce the following year. I don't know, it's just a thought. So we're gonna work at this a little bit more, and then probably call it a day, and then take off.
Look, it's lettuce. It's still alive.
Yeah. One other strategy that some people are doing, instead of bringing in leaves as a cover mulch, they actually grow the cover mulch using cover crops and things like that. Winter rye, clover. Not just to get a cover on that, but to continue building the soil through the roots and building that fungal network. It's an idea. It's something we could do. We actually did that 2 years ago, I think it was. We planted winter rye and clover and stuff like that, and it seemed to work okay. Bud.
Sally. Yummy. Daddy.
What is it, honey?
It's delicious.
Yeah, I'm not going to eat that right now. Make sure there's no dirt on there, right? All right. Back to work. Well, we're on day 2 or 3 here. Day 2 for us, probably day 3 for Dad. Working on this leaf pile, trying to get mulch spread on this big old garden. Also mowing grass today, probably the last mow of the season. The kids are up there somewhere. Here, there they are. In their winter garb.
I'm doing all the work around here. No.
I guess they're trying to figure it out. Anyway, good progress. Dad's done a lot. Over here, got this whole section. Let's flip this camera around. Having a good old time. Got our wheelbarrows going. Let's walk over here real quick. We had to rip out part of this fence so that the dump truck could get in. And there it is. We got some good piles. We're going to spread this all out, get this covered. Last year we didn't get enough on this area, so we started with this area this year, figuring we could get more leaves if we needed to. Got the trellises underneath. Bill, if we got enough, we're going to try to coat this pathway as well. So we'll see what we can get done today. So we got the division of labor going on here. We're dumping leaves, getting them here, and then we got the little kids kicking over the piles to to spread them out. They're doing a pretty good job, having fun doing that too. So making some progress. Not near as big of a pile as we started with. So Chad, are we making good progress? Sort of, let's look. Well, we lost a couple of our workers. Anyway, we got a little dense mass there in the middle. We're gonna spread that out, try to cover this area here where we don't have a whole lot yet. We need probably two or three more wheelbarrow rolls loads between the two trellises. There's one that's filled. Why don't you take that one, child? You can do it. Good job. Now, Lord willing, we'll make a video in the spring. Maybe later this winter, once everything's kind of packed down, you can kind of see the result of doing all this. But in the spring, it's going to be pretty nice because everything's going to be covered pretty good. And we're not going to have those weeds, at least initially, and be able to dig down in the ground where we're going to plant. Again, if we had like a little compact tractor, make things go a lot easier. If we had like the county dump half the load on this side and half on the other. But for now, we're just making do. So get this spread out, and then we'll be done. For a little while anyway. One area that we're not doing is right here. We've got turnips. I think these are turnips that are growing. We're just leaving them in the ground. They're going to rot. There'll be a cover here from just the massive stuff. The rhubarb is pretty well down.
Hey, got the job done.
We got her done, didn't we?
Yeah. Looks good.
It's getting dark on us, but we got a nice cover on the garden. Again, there's not enough light to really show you real well. So we'll have to make another video, come out here another day once everything's packed down. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit too, so we timed it just right. What time is it, Sean?
5 a.m. Oh, you were gonna go check your pocket for
It's
your
probably
phone.
about 6. Anywho, we're gonna take off. Go from there. Here comes the littles. Right on time. All right. Well, I guess that's it for now. Until next time. Happy gardening. Bye.